There is a kind of presence people feel before you speak. Not because you're loud, not because you're confident in the usual sense, but because something about you slows the room down. People listen more closely. They become more aware. You don't try to impress. You don't try to attract. And that's exactly why your presence carries weight. Stoic philosophy understood this long before modern psychology. Attraction is not created by saying the right things. It's created by inner discipline, by control, by restraint, by the things you choose not to express. Today, we're not talking about lines or tricks. We're talking about 6 Stoic words, not words you say out loud, but qualities you embody, that quietly make people want your presence without you asking for it. 1. Stillness. Most people move too fast. They react before they understand. They speak before they think. Stillness is rare, and rarity creates gravity. A man with stillness does not rush to respond. He doesn't fidget with words or emotions. He allows silence to exist without discomfort. That calm signals control. It tells others you are not ruled by pressure, urgency, or approval. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the quality of your mind shapes the quality of your life. A still mind creates a steady presence. People trust what feels stable. They feel safe around what does not fluctuate. Stillness slows the room down, and when the room slows down, your presence is felt without effort. 2. Restraint. Most people say everything they feel. They explain too much. They give access too easily. Restraint is the opposite. It is the ability to choose what deserves expression. A man with restraint does not leak emotion. He doesn't defend every opinion. He doesn't chase understanding. What is held back gains weight. What is given freely loses value. Restraint creates depth. Depth creates mystery, and mystery draws people closer. This is not coldness, it is self-respect. When you control your expression, others sense discipline beneath the surface. They feel you are grounded, contained, and deliberate. And that quiet control makes your presence feel significant, without saying much at all. 3. Clarity. Clarity is knowing who you are without needing confirmation. A man with clarity does not over-explain. He doesn't adjust his values to fit the room. He speaks simply, or not at all. There's no confusion in his presence, no mixed signals, no hidden need for approval. People are drawn to clarity because it feels safe. Uncertainty creates tension. Direction creates calm. When your inner world is clear, your words carry less noise and more meaning. You don't rush to justify yourself. You don't argue to be understood. Your certainty is quiet, but it is firm, and that quiet certainty makes people trust your presence before they even understand why. 4. Detachment. Detachment is often misunderstood. It is not indifference, it is freedom. A detached man is not controlled by outcomes. He does not cling to reactions, approval, or attention. He remains steady whether people stay or leave, because his value does not depend on response. That independence is felt immediately. There is no pressure in his presence, no neediness beneath the surface. When you don't need people to choose you, they feel that you are choosing them. Detachment removes tension, and where there is no tension, people feel calm. This calm creates respect. Respect creates gravity. And gravity is what makes others want to remain in your presence, without being pulled. 5. Discipline. Discipline is visible before it is spoken. You see it in posture, in timing, in restraint. A disciplined man does not waste energy. He listens fully. He responds deliberately. There is nothing chaotic in his presence, nothing rushed, nothing careless. Seneca wrote that the greatest power is the ability to govern oneself, and that governance shows quietly. Discipline creates structure. Structure creates reliability, and reliability creates trust. People feel at ease around someone who is internally ordered. They sense consistency beneath the surface. Discipline makes your presence predictable in the best way. Others know what to expect, and that certainty keeps them close. 6. Silence. Silence is not the absence of strength. It is the presence of control. Most people speak to be seen. They rush to fill every gap. Silence refuses that impulse. A silent man does not hurry to respond. He allows space to exist, and that space carries weight. When you remain silent, others begin to project meaning onto you. They listen more carefully. They slow down. Silence controls the rhythm of interaction, and whoever controls the rhythm holds authority. This is not a tactic. It is the result of inner mastery. Silence filters out what is unnecessary. What remains feels deliberate, grounded, certain, and that certainty makes your presence powerful, without a single word spoken. Presence is not something you ask for. It is something you earn, not by saying more, but by controlling more. Stillness steadies the room. Restraint gives weight to your words. Clarity removes confusion. Detachment removes pressure. Discipline creates trust. Silence creates authority. Together, these are not techniques. They are signs of self-mastery. Weak men perform to be noticed. Strong men become someone worth noticing. When your inner world is ordered, your presence stops seeking permission. People feel it without explanation. Say less, react less, need less. And without trying to attract anyone, you become someone others want around. That is Stoic power. Quiet, controlled, unshakable.